All right, you walked into Sokoto prison and sat with Mazi Nnamdi kanu. What exactly did you go there to do or to achieve? Ordinary Nigerians are asking if this is a political mission or a personal visit.
Oh, it was not a political mission. It was a personal visit, a visit to tell Nigerians that we are all in this struggle to ensure that justice and the right thing is done. We would continue to fight injustice in this country. I believe that Mazi Nnamdi kanu is not supposed to be in prison. I believe he is there for political reasons, not because he is guilty. He was already found guilty even before the commencement of the trial. He knew that that was how the judgment was going. And the pronouncement of certain personalities like Igbo Kalu and some leaders from the southeast attest to that, because it was hypocritical of Senator Igbo Kalu when he said that we should allow the judiciary to go on. Meanwhile, when he was sent to prison, he did not allow the judiciary to continue with their work. He used the political means to set himself free, even though there are the corruption allegations against him. To the best of my own knowledge, this is based on my personal understanding, they are real. He was supposed to be in prison, but due to political considerations, he was released. In the case of Mazi Nnamdi kanu, I believe he is not supposed to be in prison. I give reasons for that. Whatever you will accuse Mazi Nnamdi kanu to have done, Igbo did worse than that. Today, he's a free man. Whatever you will accuse Mazi Nnamdi kanu to have done, Sheikh Zazaki did worse than that. He is a free man. Zazaki from the north, Igbo from southwest. Then why is Nnamdi kanu in prison? That's why one of the respected traditional rulers, in the presence of President Tinubu and other traditional rulers, he did mention this, and I was very happy. I can't remember his name again. And that is the kind of leader that we need in this country, to tell authority the truth. Whatever you are accusing, he said that the Igbo and Mazi Nnamdi kanu, they are the same. They are doing the same. They did the same thing. But I believe that that Mazi Nnamdi kanu has not committed any offense. He is there probably because he's an Igbo man. And if this country has to move forward, we have to be treated equally. And if there's no equal treatment to all Nigerians, there can never be peace. We need justice. Is that justice that, yes, that if you claim that Mazi Nnamdi kanu, yes, erred, and Igbo, they also erred, they were forgiven. So Mazi Nnamdi kanu should also be forgiven, or clemency, since there's a court pronouncement now. But we all know in Nigeria that the judiciary is the most corrupt institution we have, followed by higher institutions of learning. The most corrupt institution is the judiciary, followed by higher.
All right, let's return to Nnamdi kanu. What was your experience with him? What areas did you discuss?
Yes. First, what he said to me, he was very happy, and he was in a very good spirit. He was not in any way disturbed. That shows the character of the man we are talking about. He was very strong, and when he was about to be brought out, I saw when the prisoners heard, they lined up to see their hero, to see a man that is very courageous. He's in a very high spirit, and I told him that we are strongly behind him, because that Nigeria needs him, and we believe he will be released very soon, so that we can work together to see that Nigeria get to the place where we all desire. Because you see, anybody in his right senses will agitate for what Mazi Nnamdi kanu is agitated for. Why? Treat us equally. It's not an offense. If you're not treating us equally, let us leave. So what is an offense in this? Treat us equally. If you're not treating us equally, let us leave. We can stay on our own. Then you are saying there that, no, of course he has to agitate for that. This is my own personal view now. If I see any Igbo man campaigning or supporting the APC, my view is that he's either a coward or a hypocrite. If you cannot be a courageous Igbo man, you see, the Igbo people are blessed with courage, but that does not mean that you don't have cowards among them, because you cannot have people, no matter how strong they are, you still have weak ones among them. Yes, the cowards among them are the ones who are supporting APC. Why are you supporting APC? Is it because when I was in DSS custody, the majority of the people there were Igbos, Kanuri. The majority, and around my cell were Igbos. All of them, they say they are IPOP.
Okay, big celebration in Sokoto. The Sultan of Sokoto is currently in shock as regards the outside youth celebrating biafra, celebrating Nnamdi kanu. They say this man is a gift from God, and from what we know, they know that biafra any moment from now will finally actualize, and they are celebrating Nnamdi kanu. They said this man has done great for his people and for the people of Nigeria at large. And at the same time, this article visited Nnamdi kanu. He said Nnamdi kanu sent his greeting to the outside youth, and the outside youth are celebrating Nnamdi kanu. What is your take as regards?
It has not always been a frequently understood factor about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that he is actually not against any tribe, in this country. But what got the global attention in Nigeria, of course, is the celebration, the festive mood where we are now in Nigeria, and the northern youth capitalizing on the celebration to celebrate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and pay him a courtesy visit in Sokoto, celebrating, him. People are asking, why this certain, joy? Why the happiness? Why this sudden jubilation? Why are they actually coming close at this point? People are saying, no, it is the impact, of what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has, the legacies that he has left behind. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was not totally against, anybody in Nigeria, but he was against a system that bred death, that bred, a bad leadership. And they're trying to advocate for that. We can see it very clearly now that, of course, he landed in Sokoto prison. Even at that, I have seen on daily basis, people are coming around to, pay him visit and all that. And this thing has continued to the greatest surprise of many at this point, that how come that the northern youths are celebrating Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? That's massive. From what you are hearing, there's massive, distribution of food, different items, gifts. Just name them. Anybody within that axis, within that territory, in Sokoto there, everybody is just jubilating and in happy mood. I do not know, but we are trying to find out actually what triggered this jubilation. Was it as a result of the Sultan of Sokoto's position? Recently now, where he said very clearly that the Nigerian government, and of course not even the Nigerian government, the military, should actually now take the fight, to the jihadist den, to the Boko Haram, the Islamist radicals who are using guns, who are disaliving millions of Nigeria. Why did Sultan of Sokoto actually start talking about that? And people are saying, the reason why is that it looks as if the northern oligarchy, the northern bloc, the caliphate, the Fulanis, the entire northern political class are losing grip on the reality on ground, are losing grip on the unity of Nigeria, and having sensed the possibility of the coming of the Jewish state of Biafra, we are, that for now, they control the entire crude resources in the south. The Northerners own almost all the oil wells in the north. The Sultan of Sokoto seems to be the biggest beneficiary of all the oil wells blocks in the eastern part of the country. And the fact that there is this possibility and reality very clearly that anything can happen in Nigeria, and sensing that reality, there's going to be an ideological shift from what it used to be before. Because don't wake up this morning and saw everywhere in Sokoto, the northern youths are everywhere celebrating Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, shouting he's just the man to be, and all of a sudden we're seeing the Sultan of Sokoto making a statement that is quite alien to what the North believes, to what Islam is all about, to what the complete ideological, is sounding different from the ideological understanding of the, and what that is what we are talking about. What has actually said? Are they now trying to understand it very clearly that the world leader, the global community, the superpowers of this nation, the UN and the United States of America, are no longer taking it easy from anybody, and they are sensing very clearly that if they do not open a kind of relationship, bilateral, understand, and begin to shift from what they are used to be, and of course, that the entire north without the resources of the Biafran land is definitely going to be a very dry arena where people might not be completely economically desolate, socially, unlivable, politically zero in terms of economy and commerce thread. There not will be nothing to write home about if Biafra finally goes and refuse to establish bilateral relationship with the North. Then that's the end of it. I do not, and people are saying that was the sudden shift from what we are seeing now about the Sultan of Sokoto, and saying, it that means you are trying to align with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You have repented. You are trying to align with the position of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You are trying to understand that actually, I don't know, it might be the reason why the northern youths are everywhere, are close to that, as is where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in prison. I'm hearing that everywhere is flooded. There is crowd currently now in Sokoto, and there's massive distribution. So they are sharing everything and celebrating Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And people are wondering, is it the same people? I wish sure, is it the same people, that we are saying that even when the former vice president of Nigeria, PDP presidential candidate, Atiku Abubakar, made a statement in the past, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be released. The Northern Coalition forces, rose against it. When this guy also went to visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in DSS custody, they happened to share the same.
The last president.
The last president, yeah. Sanusa, what they call him at that time, Isa Atiku, as at that time, he gave a thorough background analysis of what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is, what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu represents, the kind of interaction, how the public, how the DSS sees Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He gives a chronicle analysis and picture of what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu actually represents, and that is it. That for him, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not a terrorist. That is, Isa Atiku, making that statement in the national president association of Nigerian Students Association, making that kind of statement. So, seeing this kind of revelation, seeing the position of the Sultan of Sokoto now in that regard, a lot of people begin to wonder, it has caused a lot of, anxiety. People are curiosity and what is actually going on, is there anything, why is this sudden jubilation in the north over Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Some are even calling for his immediate release, some are even dedicating this festive mood, Islamic festive mood, in the Fitri, in honor of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And it was 14 on the same day we are seeing Sultan of Sokoto making this kind of statement for the past 20 years or 30 years or thereabout. He has been on the throne. We have not seen the Sultan of Sokoto take a such position. And people are asking, is there the kind of classified information they are having? Is Biafra getting very close? Is it becoming a reality? Are they now feeling the disintegration of Nigeria? Are they now sensing, that no, we need to shift from where we are now, from the kind of extremist ideology we have now, because so that we can be able to establish bilateral relationship with Biafrans. If not, there's nothing again. They will lose completely. Now that the source of their funding, the source of their strength is being decimated in the Middle East. America is crippling Iraq completely. No source of life is no funding anywhere, no support everywhere. And of course, And they are sensing that after that is done, disintegration of Nigeria will come and nobody is going to challenge it. Then what is going to be the position of the North? They are not considering the South, the Europeans per se in this regard. But that is the reason, because definitely they are going to lose complete grip on the entire oil block and resources, crude resources of the Biafran land. And Oga, it go choke too much. They don't say no be joke. They know, say no be joke. They go see 99. So it may be that because these people are very crafty and cunning and at the same time funny, it might be the reason why we are seeing a sudden ideological change and approach to the stand of the Igbos in Nigeria. And of course, to what Mazi Nnamdi kanu, actually, yes, represents.
But just like I said, the Sultan of Sokoto is in big shock as regards intimidation currently going in Sokoto. But the same Sultan of Sokoto came out this morning, said for us to remain as one, that we must come together as one and fight these terrorists. Telling Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he said we must make sure that Nigeria stand as one. Do you agree with Sultan of Sokoto saying that Nigeria must remain united?
You're supposed to go out and understand the direction I'm going. I'm so that you'll be able to know, what I actually mean that it's not a question of unity again. Sultan of Sokoto is not asking for unity again, because these are the people he said they are your brothers, they are your sisters. You have not made any statement against them for the past 20-30 years of continuous killing of Christians in Nigeria. All of a sudden, of course, the issue of unity has always been there. It does not, in every statement you see unity, but they know, Nigeria is not in unity, and Nigeria can never be united, and that is the fact. And the traces or the cracks of disunity is already there. So if you see Sultan of Sokoto saying that, that's what I'm telling you, that it looks as if that he is losing grip, or they have seen a certain signal that Nigeria is definitely, either by omission or commission, is going to break up. And with what is happening in Iran now, there's nothing good about the North. The North will be totally desolate, economically, commercially, politically, and otherwise. And the only thing they needed to do is to begin to understand that it is high time they establish a certain relationship, a certain bilateral, understanding with the Biafran, because they are going to be the pride of the moment when Nigeria finally breaks, because they will need Biafran oil, they will need Biafran resources, which they are mismanaging at this point in time. So if you look at it very clearly, that statement credited to Sultan of Sokoto has no history. It has no traces. It is not balanced. It means battle of the mind. They are not certain of what is coming. But it tells you also that they have assumed the defeat. Not by what the Nigerian government is doing, but for the fact that America and Israel was able to decimate, dismantle their network in Iran. They know that their time is completely up. And that is the reason for that. We must understand that. So, on that note, they now started. Yes, I'm trying to understand the reason why, because these things that's happening within the Sultan of Sokoto prison, is quite stunning. It is quite strange. What would the northern youth all of a sudden started celebrating Mazi Nnamdi kanu, calling for his freedom, that he's the man of the moment, sharing food in his honor, telling the Sultan of Sokoto is the same thing, that everything should be done to this Mazi Nnamdi kanu. And Sultan of Sokoto is saying, for the first time now, yes, get them in the bush take them there, bring the military, bring the federal government, dismantle them. We don't know them. Okay, are you not sensing that there is fire on the mountain in the caliphate?